Well, joining me this evening, Minister for Heavy Industries in Karnataka, Mr. MB Patil. Sir, thanks very much for taking time out and joining us here. You seem to be in a categorical catch-22 situation. On the one hand, our farmers protest. On the other, Andhra threatening to take away aerospace investments. What's your message to Nara Lokesh and Andhra, which seems more than eager to woo industries from Karnataka and has the power of NDA behind it?
You might have seen my tweet. I already said just because of one incident of a land acquisition parcel doesn't mean the end of the road. Okay, this in Karnataka, we have an ecosystem, particularly if you take aerospace and defense, the country's 65% of the contribution comes from Karnataka. And globally, we are recognized by Financial Times that globally we're the number three largest ecosystem. So that being a case, so this land of 1777 acres, maybe we may have to take a decision because of the farmers. This one, they had also a valid reason because the land acquisition has been twice in the same area, the Chandrapatna block. So we do have much more parcels around, and we have much better parcels also with me. So best because of want of land, if someone thinks that they will shift to some other state, that's not going to happen. I'm going to give now for any industry, genuine industry, which whoever wants a land, and wherever they want a land, closer to the airport, everything, we are capable to giving that. We have parcels with us. We will give them land. Not even a single industry, because of want of land, will go outside my state, number one. Number two, if it's not the land alone, it's the ecosystem which is very, very important. So if you take IT industry, the past, right now, most of the states have also been geared to IT industries. In aerospace and defense, you name anything. You name Airbus, Boeing, Safra, Collins, Lockheed Martin. All of them are here. And today morning, I had a meeting with the Rolls-Royce today. After this incident, morning 11:15, I had a meeting with Rolls-Royce. So I wish Mr. Nara all the best, but can't expect anything from whatever he has thought will happen, because he may try to fish in the troubled waters. The waters in Karnataka is very, very calm. So worry about that.
All the best, Nara. So you're sending a message of confidence from here in Karnataka.
Meeting today morning at 11:50 with Rolls-Royce. Right. They're expanding.
Right.
Okay, right. Similar, see, those who want to land. See, if you take in the 1777 acres, they were about 500-600 acres. Farmers are ready to, on their own, they're ready to give. Maybe we have to sacrifice around 1,000 acres. But doesn't mean that's the only parcel we have.
Okay.
We have many parcels around. What Mr. Nara is claiming around 8,500. I have around 25,000 acres of parcel with me. 3 times bigger parcels than him. And my lands are very expensive. But they still come to my land. My land may cost around 3 crores, 4 crores, like that.
Okay.
And the land where I don't want to comment on that state, but land here is a few thousands there.
So I just want to ask you a very quick. I want to ask you a very quick question.
Just let me complete. And just because you are saying, your own claim says that closer to Bangalore airport. What does it mean? Because.
But Mr. Patil, so the primary concern here is balancing industrial development and also farmers' interest, and both are very important for the growth of any state. What is your larger message to the industry and also to farmers?
See, for farmers, I believe in a fair compensation. So sometimes we have to go above the fair compensation also. 2013 Land Acquisition Act, where it was the UPA government flagship which came there. We have to give 4 times the guidance values. 4 times the guidance values. Somewhere we won't give more than that guidance value by ex gratia. Also, we have a concept of developed land. And then around Bangalore, the farmers are not interested in compensation. They're more interested in land. So if we have a developed land is in an acre, it comes around 23,000 square feet, out of which we give 10,781 square feet. And sometimes even more. So we know the interests of the farmers, and whenever we acquire, we think about the lands which are irrigated, the lands which would have farms over there and all this, unless it comes into the mid of the parcel. Other than that, if it is the boundary, we do not acquire them. Farmers, I'm telling you what, we have been very, very fair. Never we have a complaint. Of course, they need they claim for higher compensation, but never we give lesser compensation to any farmers. Number one. And our chief minister is pro-farmer.
Okay.
Yesterday issue also, I had a different opinion. He had a different opinion. But thing is, he's pro-farmer and he takes care of the interests of the farmers by various schemes. I have been an irrigation minister myself.
Okay.
Irrigating for 13 to 18. We know the plight of the farmers needs, and that's balanced in my state. And as far as industries is concerned, Karnataka has been a leader always. You take foreign direct investment, they're number one. IT, we have 40% of the share. If you take ESTM, we are number one. If you take aerospace and defense, I already said we are 65% of the nation's contribution.
Right.
So we are doing much more reforms in my industries department after war. So there's no need. We balance both agriculture and industry, and my state we are not competing with any other state.
Okay.
We are competing globally, you know.
Well, a message of confidence there, Vasudha, from Mr. MB Patil, a seasoned politician and Karnataka's industries minister. But for a quick Karnataka-Andhra face-off this evening, Deepak Reddy Gunapati of the TDP and Lavanya Balal Jain of the Congress join us here. Deepak, you heard Karnataka's industries minister saying we are not in competition with anybody. We are far ahead. This is just the Andhra politicians trying to fish in troubled waters.
If you look at the words, the statements of the minister and his body language, it's pretty much given out that he's trying to, defend his state. But I need to put certain facts forward. Andhra Pradesh is the most business-friendly state in India. And the mantra is speed of doing business. In the last 11 months alone, we have attracted 9,34,000 crores investment. And we have come out with 22 new policies. One of the policies is the aerospace policy. And we have one nodal officer for every company which comes in, so that their business activities is a lot more easier. Apart from this, we have come out with n number of clusters. The Lepakshi cluster for aerospace industry with 10,000 acres. And for missile and ammunition, another 6,000 acres near Donakonda. For drones, robotic and defense components, another 4,000 acre, another cluster. In Visakhapatnam, naval systems and weapon testing. And a space city
Reddy,
near
I'll just come back to Lavanya Balal Jain. How are you going to deal with this perception that a lot of industry players are leaving Karnataka because the atmosphere is not congenial? BJP held a press conference today in Karnataka, talked about Toyota and other projects. How are you going to deal with this reality or even perception, if you say so?
Good evening, Pratibha and Veera. First of all, I have to say it is heartwarming to see our politicians in India. It may be from two different states and two different parties competing in such a healthy manner on development-centric topics rather than, emotive subjects. That's very heartwarming. But having said that, I think we have heard MB Patil say why Karnataka is still very attractive for investors. There may be a perception, BJP might be speaking about the perception that Karnataka is not very congenial for investments. That is not true. If you look at this land which was notified, it was notified by the Bommai-led government in 2022, and the farmers have been fighting for the last 3 years. See, you have to notice here the difference between this farmer agitation and a lot of others when the acquisition happens is here the farmers didn't want higher compensation. They wanted their land. They wanted their farmlands back. But there are equal number of farmers, total to about 449 acres worth of farmland, which they are willing to give to the government for acquisition. That was the original land that was required at this place for building the ecosystem, aerospace ecosystem. It's okay. I mean, BJP can run down developmental projects, but the fact of the matter is, like MB Patil sir said, we are competing with global players and not with other states in India. We also rank number one in India and globally number 3. But at the end of the day, I think this is very healthy competition, and we are very sure the investments will stay in Karnataka.
Healthy competition and the interest of a healthy debate. Deepak, just finish the point that you were making, but very briefly.
Yep. I'll come straight to the point and debunk the facts what they have put forward. If you see the farmers, it's a very expensive land which they were trying to grab. That's why they have backtracked. That's good. But what's important, most of the companies have come to us requesting that they would be they want to be part of the ecosystem in Andhra Pradesh. What they were complaining is the land prices in Karnataka are 3 crores and above, whereas we are giving them at less than 10% of that value in Andhra Pradesh. And language also is an issue in Karnataka. And they have some local employment rules which are actually troubling industry there. And corruption issues, and of course we know the traffic issues in Bangalore. All put together, they are looking for alternative, better environment. And Andhra Pradesh is today providing the best environment for companies, the most business-friendly environment. And the way we have come out with these new policies is actually going to help these companies in their business. So there is no comparison. So one is they're just trying to cover up that they're losing investment. But on the other side, you can see one of the most dynamic chief ministers and our leader Lokesh ji, who's absolutely business friendly.
10 seconds.
And
Lavanya Malal, 10 seconds.
The
TDP on the charge. 10 seconds to respond back to Deepak, and I'm closing this debate.
Yeah, I would just like to remind everybody, I think we have to listen to the statement of Samyukta Kisan Morcha Andhra Pradesh President Vadda, I think I'm getting his name correct, Shopa Dhireshwara Rao. His statement, he has said, we refuse to give the land for this project in Andhra Pradesh if this project comes to Andhra Pradesh.
All right. Okay.
I
you
belong
got
from
that
that
quote
district,
right from
and
that
I
bit,
know
but
the
I'll have
facts
to
on the
leave this
ground.
conversation here, Deepak.
I mean, there is no
I'm
problem
sorry, I
with
have to
the
leave
land
this conversation here. Both of you have had ample time, and let's see where aerospace travels between states in India.